Welcome to the Seeing Jesus Challenge. For the next 21 days, we're going to be working our way through the Gospel of John and looking at people who encountered Jesus and the difference that it made in their lives. This morning we started with Andrew, the first disciple Jesus ever had. And in addition to what you read about Andrew, I want us to see three other things. First of all, I want us to see that Andrew knew who Jesus was, recognized Jesus, and found Jesus because he was looking for Jesus. There was a spiritual hunger and thirst in his life, and so he was searching. The Bible says on more than one occasion that if we seek God, we will find him. And Jesus said in the Sermon on the Mount, "Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be filled." And so we need to make seeking God and looking for Jesus a priority in our life every day. The second thing I want us to see is that once Andrew met Jesus and knew who Jesus was, came to believe that he was the Messiah, he started introducing people to Jesus. In fact, he spent his whole life in his earthly ministry that Jesus had on earth. Andrew was constantly bringing people to Jesus. He started, as we'll see tomorrow, with his own brother, but he was also sharing Jesus with other people as well. And so Andrew knew that it was important for other people to see Jesus and encounter Jesus, and so he was inviting them. And that's a challenge for us. That's not just enough that we see Jesus, we should want others to see Jesus as well. And then the third thing I want us to see is that, Andrew was the first disciple of Jesus, but later on, Jesus developed, out of the 12 disciples, Jesus developed an inner three. And those inner three were Peter, James, and John. And all of those three came to Jesus because of Andrew. Andrew shared Jesus with them and prepared the way for Jesus to come into their lives. And yet, he's not one of the inner three. And I think it would have been easy for him to be offended and get upset and walk away. But he stayed faithful. He knew what his role was, his job was, and he stayed faithful to it because he recognized how important Jesus was, not only in his life, but in everyone else's as well. And so today, I want you to remember three things. Number one is be sure to look for Jesus. Watch for Jesus in the everyday processes, in the routine things of your life. Number two is when you see him, share him with others. Let others experience Jesus as well through you. And finally, whatever it is that God gives you to do today, stay faithful. And let's make sure that we see Jesus every day.